guys. Today's Thursday, November the 14th, and welcome back to my channel. I am in Jill's house this morning because she has a training class at the hospital. She had to be there bright and early this morning, and she asked me if I would come over and babysit baby Ife. So, of course, I'm more than happy to do that. I absolutely love spending time with this little angel. So I was in the kitchen this morning preparing my healthy breakfast. It is my second day that I am attempting to eat healthier and just trying to live a little bit better lifestyle, one little step at a time. I'm not going to be doing anything big or drastic. Remember to always drink a lot of water. It will keep you hydrated, it will keep you feeling good, and just keep you nice and healthy. And it's good for your skin. It helps to prevent wrinkles and dryness, and it makes you look younger and more beautiful. So let's have a sip of water. And I am going to have a small Tupperware glass of my ice cold milk. This is baby Ife's whole milk, but if I were at home I would be drinking either 1% or 2%. But I will eventually have to cut back on the milk, I think, because I'm desperately going to try to stay within under 30 carbs a day. I do have to get out my Dr. Atkins diet book and refresh my memory because it's been nearly 20 years since I followed the Dr. Atkins diet. But I do recommend it because I know that 20 years ago I lost a lot of weight by following it. And not only did I lose weight, but I felt so much better. So I wanted to show y'all what I have prepared for my breakfast. And this is an omelet. So I threw in some asparagus. So delicious. And I added some spinach. Now I put the spinach in last, and I just wanted to wilt it a little bit. And I have a couple of tomatoes. And of course, a diced up onion. I did put black pepper in it, and I used for my seasoning and my spices the good old McElhaney Tabasco pepper sauce. It really flavors it up. Now I normally would not have this bagel with it, but Jill had already toasted it for me and prepared it for me. Therefore, since I'm having the cream cheese on the bagel, I opted to not put any cheddar cheese in the omelet. But I just wanted y'all to look at this omelet. You know, when I was preparing it, I had high hopes that it would turn out to be a beautiful, perfect omelet. But it's not, because it ended up sticking to the cast iron skillet, and I wasn't able to flip it over correctly, so it didn't come out perfect like I wanted it to. But you know, that's okay. It's going to still be delicious. And this omelet reminds me of life. You know, we start out and we accumulate all these little elements and pieces of our lives as we go along, and we just hold on to them and we put them together, and we just live and learn, and we just do the best that we can each and every day. And you know, circumstances come along and people come in our lives and kind of disrupt us and get us off track, and we get interested in their lives. Sometimes we become codependent on them, and they might have an addiction. I know that I was always attracted to someone with some type of addiction. Even little Scotty, with him being a teetotaler and purporting to be perfect and that he didn't drink or smoke or dance or do any of these vices, he turned out to be one of the biggest weirdos I ever met in my life with his little faux-fi obsession. So luckily I did not stay around him long enough to try to change him. But I actually jumped from the frying pan into the fire when I divorced little Scotty and married John. Unknowingly, I married a man that had a severe alcohol problem, a severe addiction to alcohol, and I happened to fall madly in love with this man. So I made it my goal in my life to try to change him. First, I tried to ignore the problem that he had with drinking, but then it became my obsession to change him. And, day after day, month after month, and year after year, I concentrated all of my time and energy on trying to make this man's life the way that I wanted it to be. But all of that time was wasted. I didn't accomplish a thing with getting John Sullivan to stop drinking. In fact, as everyone who has ever dealt with someone with an alcohol problem, you know that alcoholism, if left untreated, it gets worse. And it is a progressive disease, a progressive illness, and without treatment, it just gets worse and worse until the alcoholic ends up dead, or the spouse and the rest of the family end up feeling like that they're dead. So if you're in that type of situation, I encourage you to back away, go for help, go see a therapist, go for counseling, join Al-Anon. Al-Anon is a great support group for families of alcoholics, and they will teach you how to disconnect from that person and how to live a life and to be happy. But this omelet, seeing all the little pieces in here that are all broken up, and I wasn't able to get the egg over the top or anything. Even though it didn't turn out perfect, and even though we live our lives trying to put all these little pieces back together and trying to be perfect, but in the end, it's not perfect. We have many things that we have done throughout our lives that we regret, and of course we want to go back and redo them and undo them, but it's not possible to do that. So please don't let the past define who you are today, because you're just like this omelet today. Even though it has all these broken pieces in it, in the end it's perfect and it's going to taste wonderful. So let's give it a little taste. So I just encourage you, if you're feeling down and depressed today, and you wake up and you're tired, you're irritable, you don't want to get out of bed, it's in your hands to change your life. Don't let the past continue to control you. You have to let go of all of those negative feelings. And the past is just like a broken record. It just will play over and over and over in your mind, and you will dwell on it day after day, and you would just be miserable. And there's no reason for you to live your future by all of the problems in your past that are left unresolved. You can't go back and resolve them. You can't go back and fix it. So that's why I tell y'all all the time that I'm not ashamed of my past. I don't feel guilty about it. I did for many, many years. And because of that guilt and shame and depression, I did try a few times to take my life. And I just praise God today that He saw me through those dark periods, and He brought me through those attempts to end my life, because that was an awful time. I did a lot of detrimental things to my son and my daughter, and for that I'm sorry, and I have apologized for them, and they've accepted my apology. And y'all can see by the videos that I post how much they love me, and they absolutely adore their mother. And they would, Jason and if Jeremy were alive today, and Jill, they would just do anything in their power to take care of me and support me and love me. And in fact, Jill has done that. When I was recovering from an almost near-death car crash and in a wheelchair for 2 months, Jill bought a ticket and flew from JFK to Pensacola, Florida, and we got some boxes and we put some things that we couldn't put in the boxes out in the front yard and had a yard sale, and everything else we packed in boxes. And we took it to the post office and we shipped it to her little apartment there on Fifth Avenue in New Jersey. And if y'all remember, Sunset Lake is right there at the edge of Fifth Avenue. In fact, Sunset Lake is in between Fifth and Sixth Avenue. And that's where our lovely Snowflake lives. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to get back down to Asbury Park soon and visit my beautiful baby daughter down there, Madeline, and take her out to lunch, and we can go visit Snowflake and get her back on camera again. But I just encourage you to just let go of the past and look to the future. And if you're not feeling well and you have all of these illnesses and you have this inflammation and you just don't feel good, it's because of your diet. This is only my second day to start eating healthier. And I already feel like a new person. I just feel lighter. I don't have all this rushing in my head and my blood pressure throbbing. And, things have calmed down a lot in my body, and I can feel the difference already. So hopefully I can get down there and work out a little bit on Jill's machines and try to build up the muscles in my back and my arms and my legs. I do feel badly that I have neglected my health, especially since I started the YouTube channel. Of course, I'm not blaming it on y'all, because y'all have encouraged me to eat better and take better care of my health. But it's just because I have been very busy and trying to start up this channel and learn all the YouTube rules and regulations in terms of service. And there's a lot of work that goes on behind being a YouTube creator that you don't see. And it is very time consuming, but it is worth each and every minute of it. And I just love it, and I love you. So let me go put this omelet in the microwave and heat it up so I can have a nice hot omelet. But I want y'all to know that I love you. Please share my videos with your friends and family. And if you're not on Facebook or anything like that, that's fine. A lot of people don't like being on Facebook, including me. You can just tell your next door neighbor about Glenda Sully, or your sister, or your mother, your aunts, whoever. I just want you to know how much I appreciate it. So y'all please give me a thumbs up, and y'all just keep on coming back. Bye, guys.